Good morning, people. Lion Spirit here, and another message, of course. I just come to me and I just put them out. See, in times of a mental health pandemic, which is up on us, it is important to emphasize on psychohygiene and mental distancing. This makes a lot of sense if you consider that mental disorders like cluster B personality disorders are infective and highly malicious to people. They have devastating effect to the people around those people. And our society, our states are not at the point where they understand what is really happening and making adjustments to, you know, fight this pandemic at its root, which is parents who infect their own children with this. All right, but this is not the message. This is just a small, thing I had to point out as well. No, the message today is you must keep the best for yourself in certain times. Because back in the days you might have been very open hearted and you cast your pearls before the swines and they greedily ate all the pearls. You were like an oak tree that threw all his seeds freely and the pigs ate everything. They did not leave any seed behind. And yeah, they said like, okay, I can do this, and they were so greedy, and that they took it for granted that this will be the way forever. And in the end of the day, they said, all right, I can do the same thing. I want to be that tree. you know Now they are in great sufferation. But this confusion is not part of you. This is where mental distancing comes in place. You are you. You did not try to compete with anybody. But everyone who wanted to compete with you clearly lost it. Everybody who strategized in you, whether in your private life or in the workplace or wherever, everyone who strategized lost it. This is so magnificent, right? Because you never strategize, you never compete with anybody. Still, you come out on top. How is that possible, man? We must be protected by some higher, higher God, right? Anyway, see, you have to keep the best for yourself in certain times when you're taking back your powers. And you might have these great songs that you listen to, reading great passages in books, writing poems, having dreams. But these are the pearls. It's not wrong to share videos from time to time like I do, but sometimes you have to keep the best for yourself. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm casting the pearls here before the swine. No, man. Sometimes social media is a better family for you than your own family. And sometimes, you know, in psychology, it exists that term going by the name dark triad, which is a very negative combination of personality disorders. And sometimes there might be three people who together form a dark triad. So, and sometimes there might be one person who has the dark triad in his head. What I want to say is that structures can spread over people too. And the same way, you can have the mentality, the psychological structure of a whole group of people within you. Like you might feel like a whole ethnic group being driven out of his or her or their home country, and you're in the desert and you are looking for the promised land, and you're following your faith. You're your own guide, your own savior, you know. You have all this in mind. You have all the potential to create a new prospering life, but you need to find that promised land. All right? So we have the dark side of it. We have people, we have probably three people who are the dark triad, or we have one person who embodies a whole ethnic group, including savior, leader, guide, and, you know, making that way through the desert, through the nothingness, keeping the best for himself. You know, what I want to say is, in these times, do not share everything. Keep it. Keep it. Put it on the stage of your consciousness. Keep everything inside, you know. And it will surface. It will surface at some point, you know. You also can do certain visualizations, but now I'm coming already to some of these things that I should almost keep for myself. But you can make visualizations that where you are coming from, the mental distancing, it has nothing to do with the divine feminine, and where you're coming from has nothing to do with divine masculine. So you make a visualization about that. You follow your idea, your own guidance, cause you are guided by the Most High as well. So keep the best things for yourself, practice psycho-hygiene and mental distancing, and do the necessary visualizations to understand that you have lost nothing, and that those who strategized against you have lost everything. It's easy to understand. So my message is done, my people. And I'm sorry I have to keep the best for myself, and I hope you do the same. 'Cause love begins with self-love. But still, I love you all.